Alright everyone, not gonna lie, today CLOV kinda took a big old poop. So let's see what actually happened today. So today is July 6th, 2021, and as soon as the market opened, we saw that huge drop. Opened at 1166, and let's see what actually happened minute to minute. So at 9:30 a.m. market open. This is when we saw the big drop. So we had a volume of 3.95 million shares. I wonder if that was the biggest candle of the day. It looks like it was 3.95. Yeah, definitely the biggest candle of the day. So big old drop right as the market opened. And this is our usual Monday morning drop. Today's Tuesday though, but first day of the week. So what was the cause of this drop? This was again options that were out of the money, any shares that the market makers were holding that they don't need to hedge anymore, they will sell it off. Previous day's close was at 1173 maybe. So they missed the $12 mark, which means that a lot of call options were out of the money. And so they were sold off first thing today, and we saw that drop. And I think when a lot of people saw this drop, they were panicking because I believe today some of the insiders could start selling off their shares. So maybe they were thinking this was insider sell off, but in reality, this was market makers selling off. Not exactly sure if the insiders could sell today, but if they could, I really don't think that they will be selling off at this pace. Couple things to consider. These insiders, they are given shares or given stock options, and they were in a lockup period as soon as CLOV went public. Once that lockup period ends, yes, some of them will be selling shares. Now, will they be selling all of their shares or even most of their shares? Probably not, especially those that kind of know what's going on in finance. The reason is that I believe most of the people who work at CLOV are confident in the company, confident in the growth potential. So why are you selling a share around the $10 mark when you know you could just hold it and it could be worth a lot more? CLOV is a company that I see fundamentally probably should be about 15 to 20 right now without all this funkiness that is going on with options and the shorts and the apes and this and that. Fundamentally, the company is doing well. They're having a lot of growth. They're releasing really great catalysts almost on a weekly basis. So they definitely should not be in this range, but it is in a level of funkiness like most of the social capital SPACs, including Space, Virgin Galactic, and SoFi. We're seeing a lot of weird market activity. But this drop was definitely not fun for anybody who's holding on to CLOV, and not fun for anybody who has options in CLOV because it was over 10% today. 14.6% drop, which is going to put short seller restrictions on for tomorrow, which is a good thing. But because it's a short week, we don't know exactly what's going to be going on this week. Today was more of a Monday feel with that drop. Tomorrow hopefully has that Tuesday feel. Hopefully some of you bought into the cheaper call options and we can get this back up to the 11 and hopefully $12 range. The options chain for CLOV, honestly, when I looked at it earlier, wasn't the best, but it wasn't the worst. Right now, for this week, it's pretty weak. We don't hit the 10,000 mark until $14, so getting that climb up through the current options chain is going to be extremely difficult for this week. We do look at next week, which is a little bit stronger. I think if we can get 10 solidly in the money, getting back up to 11 and maybe even 12, will be possible this week. 12 is going to be, I think, the place where the fight's going to be fought, and maybe even 11 because they want to keep it under 11. 10, I think, is a no-brainer. I don't see CLOV staying under 10 for this week. We should see a slight bump tomorrow. And from then, we should be able to make that climb back to 11 and hopefully 12 for the fight on Friday. Now, again, if you do want this price to climb, there are two things to do: buy and hold your shares or buy options. Because this is a short week, if you are buying options, I would recommend not to buy for the 9th because it's going to kind of suck in terms of delta hedging. You do want to buy at least, I would say, 2 weeks away. So if you're really tight on cash, maybe on the 16th as a expiration date, but honestly, I would be pushing for even later to build up that chain because delta for out of the money calls does go down over time. And if you buy something for the 9th, honestly, the time is just going to kill you on a daily basis. You might be able to pull a quick profit if you bought options today and sell tomorrow. But other than that, I don't really think it's a good idea to buy this short. The options chain, honestly, going up to 43 right now. I don't see a gamma squeeze in play, so getting up there is going to be a fight. Hopefully the CLOV gang will reset and redo some chains. Honestly, August 20th looks really solid. This is the next monthly. If you guys can pile in there, I think there is a good chance we can see another move later on. But for this week, I would say bide your time. Today was definitely a morale killer for a lot of people. A lot of people probably, who bought in around 20 or over or 18. A lot of you might not want to be buying more right now, but this is a low for, I believe, a month or so. So we haven't really been this low in a while. Actually, when were we this low? Yeah, about a month. 6.3, June 3rd. So it's been a month since we've hit this low. But I think this is definitely redoable. The low price, the benefit of that is options are cheap, so people can pile onto that. Because I've been focusing on CLOV so much, I am going to be doing another video on SoFi because I think that's a really good play right now. And maybe I'll even take a look at Virgin Galactic just because it's so weird. And I'll get back to you guys. Remember, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, but I think as investors, we can all be a little bit smarter and know what the heck's going on. Thanks, everyone.